Of course, at the beginning I said it. Of course, we are going to have a guest, and they're already here, and we are going to talk about, youth and technology and the impact of COVID-19. And because, like I said earlier, we talked about different sectors, how they were affected during this global crisis of COVID-19, and the youths are very important. We were just talking about Lyme and Dab and all that, and the youth of this country need support, and technology is very important as well. So today, with us on the platform is ML Tech Solution. We have the CEO, Lamin Pui, and of course the Chief Operating Officer, Omar Njai, on my right. So here to discuss about the things that they do, and of course, we'll also talk about the impact of COVID-19, and we'll get to know more interesting things about their programs and all that. Yes, Lamin, good morning. He's the CEO, by the way, and thank you very much for joining us this morning to talk about your own thing. That is, of course, the ML Tech Solution. But first, say hi to our viewers.
Yes, hi to the viewers. And my name is Lamin Puri, the founder CEO of MLP Tech Solution. And okay, MLP Tech Solution, it is a young Gambian who initiated this idea and planning to empower a lot of Gambian youth.
Okay.
Because he learned that after school, no youth, they didn't have opportunity for job access.
Yeah.
That's why he created this opportunity for other people.
All right.
As I said, they create opportunity for MLP. That's why now MLP want to create opportunity for others.
To give back.
To give back,
to
in
others.
short.
Thank you very much. That's a good introduction. Julde, I will allow you to welcome Mr. Njai also.
Mr. Njai, welcome to the program. As the program manager or
his
coordinator.
Chief Operating
Chief
Officer.
Operating Officer, very important title. Tell us briefly about what you do at your own level, and then how significant is this to the young people?
Okay, good morning, viewers. My name is Oman Njai. I am the Chief Operating Officer of MLP Tech Solution. It's a young Gambian's IT company. He is the CEO, and then I'm the assistant to him. And then what I do there in MLP, I make sure that the affairs of the MLP is being run by me to implement some of the projects that we are working, and then the affairs of the staff there.
Right.
So we team up to make this opportunity for the youths, for our own fellow youths. And then, we have started since January. We have already registered as a legal IT company.
January this year?
Yeah, this year, January. We have registered already as a legal IT company.
All right. Take us through the projects that you do right now at your institution.
Okay. We have internship program that starts on February, this year, February. We have a collaboration with Opcot. There is a company called Opcot where we take students from various institutions, IT, and even though you don't have IT qualifications, we do some training there in our office. So we have that collaboration with Opcot. Some interns will go there, and then we have ours in our office. So we train them IT, basic IT, and then some of the graphic designing and web development, video editing. Those are the things that we teach them to do, so that they can have something to do in the future. So those are the things that we empower our fellow youths to do.
All right, Julde, very young people here, of course, looking at what things that they are talking about technology. And if you look at them, of course, you say, wow, these are very young people, but they initiated something. And of course, going all along, also supporting other young people. It looks very inspiring. Of course, they can also inspire other young people. But Mr. Pui, before I will allow Julde to come in, and tell us about the beginning, how it was as a young person, striving to be successful in life, and of course you have your objective as well, but you opted to come and initiate something like this. How was it like for you as a young person, at the time?
Yeah, at that time it was a hectic time, and where we have to struggle very hard, to get our office space. We have to struggle very hard to get a concrete team that we can able to work together. And at that time we don't have a lot of sponsors. We don't have still sponsors, but we still survive to what we have to. And by then, as we have an office, and Mr. Wada, he is president of GALE, vice president of GALE. He empowers us by giving us an office space. And we use that office space as an opportunity, and we empower young people. So as we started, I said it again with our media platform, I never take people that have degree. let's give opportunity to others that need to have this opportunity to access. So as I said, I bring a lot of people. Some people graduate grade 12, they start down for 3 years, they haven't done anything. We bring them on board, we develop them. And then thank God we have 2 successful stories with them. Someone, he's a great guy now, he's a manager, is one cleaning company. It's just from MAP and maybe a managing cleaning company in here. So someone also, like, he was with us and he built a online media platform for himself. So MAP is all about we creating opportunity for the young ones, because as I said, we want us to grow and we want youth to grow. So if you grow on top, give an opportunity to others and then they will grow. The moment you are fall and they can able to lift you up. That's our vision that we wanted to elaborate. Let's give opportunity to others young people who need this access to it. We have to support them by this. But the way we started is hectic, but alhamdulillah everything is normal for now.
It's evolving
Yeah.
along the lines. Yes, Julde.
Yeah, I would just talk on the side of the technology. Now that this is COVID-19 and the impact of it has a huge impact on the jobs around the continent. But of course, people in the IT sector are really celebrating because of the numerous innovations that the IT sector was able to do during this pandemic. People communicate virtually, do a lot of things online. Do you, are you thinking in that line? Do you innovate anything? Or first, tell us the impact it has in your job as a tech institution.
Yeah, like I would say the impact, because first time since the COVID-19 we are in here, and by then the government did not allow public gathering. We don't allow many people to meet together. But it was a problem with us by then. We don't gather much, but now we working virtually, and then we have creating a lot of projects online now. We want them to engage. Currently, we have one project called news platform, Sunu African News. We want to build it out, and then we empower almost 5 people. They will run in that platform. So that was our aim, and we are building during the COVID-19. We have keep building in this project. We are building this project, and then we have developed a lot of projects in this COVID-19. Although it's affect in the other side, because we don't have to gather and develop our projects, but it's helpful with the tech companies, because now they do everything online. Now they want all the people, the familiar in this tech solution, in tech business. So it helps in the other side in the tech, but it doesn't help other people.
Especially financially also. How do you survive? And
you
make more money during this period, and you spend more than you earn?
No, but this one, you earn more money more than that, because everything is in online now. You can have your service. Someone said, okay, hey, Mr. Pui, I need a website. So he don't have to come to the office, but what he needs, just send us an email and everything, and we do that. From there, he pay us with a PayPal or credit card. That one is easy. We don't go and bring the money, and they will send it to them, very easy access. Although you could sit at home, do your work. Some of our work, I normally do it at home, because we don't have access to the office. And so it helps for some tech company. They earn money with this. Okay. Yeah, they earn money with this.
Well, others are kind, others are hard.
Yes, very much.
That's how life goes sometimes. You talk about the people, they cry. When we talk to the transport sector, they were so much impacted that they went to the street and demanded for changes and all that, and some of the regulations. Yes, Julde, we'll allow you just to move on, maybe with Mr. Njai again. Yeah.
Chief Operating
exactly.
Officer.
Yeah.
How about the operation? Do you have any engagement with the government of the Gambia, especially during this pandemic? You're a young Gambian entrepreneurs who are striving to make sure that you make a difference in the technology world. Is there any collaboration between the government of the Gambia? He told us earlier on that he had a support from one individual, but how about the government level, especially during this pandemic?
Well, we are making partnership with other private institutions, but we don't have access to government yet. Okay. So, but we are looking forward to go to government institutions, ministries, to tell them more about us. But we haven't started that yet. But I think in the future we will do on that.
Excellent.
All right. A follow-up question to that. Do you have anything like any innovation in the IT sector that you will want to, or you're working on, in order to help people during this pandemic, especially people in the health sector?
Sure. We are on a platform. We want to create a website whereby people from health will venture their own IT services there.
Okay.
That will be a platform for health workers to venture their own services there. That will provide service for other people who want to go in for health, medications and so on.
Okay, as the operating officer also, what are the challenges sometimes as young people you go, you encounter during your working times? Because sometimes, of course you look very young. Do you have sometimes challenges pressing times when, of course, you are dealing with some people or big things, and of course maybe also with your youth age mates or whatsoever? Tell us, how do you manage that as a young person as well?
Well, challenges is everywhere. Life itself is challenges. So when we take up this challenging from building an IT company, we started from our own self, in our own company, in our own office. The interns there, we don't have enough IT services there, IT material, sorry.
Yeah.
So we sometimes we give our laptops to them so that they can have access to the programs that we are doing, because there are 2 computers and then it is about 6 people coming there. So we will give our laptops to them. So those are challenges that we have, and then financial issue too. So you have to be motivating your staff or interns, whatever, to be giving them some of the tips, and then transport allowances. But we are lacking financial issue, and then that's the main problem there. Those are the challenges we are having right now. But we have hope that we will earn more money, and then be giving them a transport allowance, and then we are looking for sponsor too, to have these IT materials so that our interns can have access to it.
Yeah, I think with this kind of platforms, of course, there would be, of course, I hope, more opportunities for you. Mr. Of course, Pui, again, as a young person, I know you have an objective, of course, you have an ambition and all that, but tell us about your inspiration. Who inspired you, to get to this level, or to initiate something like this? What did you thought of at the time and said, listen, as a young person, I am educated, I might have gone around looking for job and then here and there, but you just felt that you need to design something by yourself and then engage young people like yourself and make it happen. And here we are talking about your own stuff at the moment. What really motivated you to get involved in such a initiative, and of course end up establishing ML Tech Solution?
Yeah, 3 people inspired me, and the first one, he is my dad. My father inspired me, and his name is Salif Pui. So he's the first guy who inspired me. I can remember at the age of 7 to 8 years, he brought up one of my uncle, and his name is Aliu. So that guy normally taught me how to do maths back on, how to type, so on and so. But it started from my dad. My dad inspired me a lot of things. My dad, he's the first guy who said, oh, you are good in for tech, so you have to focus much about in tech. And secondly, who's inspired me more is Mr. Wada. As I said, he's the vice president of GALE. And he's the one, I listened to his speech, and anytime
by Malewada.
By Malewada, yeah.
Very famous name.
He's a famous name, and
we
also
know him. He's been into sports and did so many things as well. Yeah.
Definitely, because I've been listening to him. He talk about how we give young people an opportunities, how we empower young people. So I listened to him keenly, and we have chat. He normally, inspired me a lot. Sometimes he send me, thank you, more message. You can, more message that make me, hey, I can do something.
Okay.
So, and then the third one, he's my uncle, Mr. Abdul Khawa Khor. He's, I don't know, you don't know him much in the Gambia. He's not famous, but he's an inspirable leader. Per se, he's a very great guy. He's the one who inspired me into tech. He normally read thousands of books. So, and he inspired me about tech. He was showing me the miracle of tech from his project. So I normally listen to him too. Every time I normally close for work, go to his side and we chat. And he's the one who inspired me more and more. Yes, and after these are the great people that inspired me. But the others, and it's not easy to start off as young tech. And currently I'm a happy husband. Yeah. You understand? And that's it. But it's not easy to cooperate this situation, because I resigned from my work to kickstart this project, And likewise him too. He resigned his work to start this project. So this project, we don't want what we felt to in the back days to happen in this present now.
Okay.
So I want now the young people, given opportunity, they can start their programs. That's why we created this platform for everybody. I said again, MLP Tech is everyone's solution. Because if you have your own solution, come to MLP. We will solve it for you as a team. So MLP is everyone's solution. Let's give them an opportunity, and they will be very pleased to showcase their talent. And I believe young people, they have talent, but they don't have people who will be guiding them. Some people start now for 3 years, they didn't have no job. 3 years, they sitting them at home. I have nothing, but give them opportunities. So I'm urging other institution, other tech company, accept people that doesn't have bachelor's, accept people that doesn't have qualified education. But you can put them through. They have talent that even people that have bachelor's degree, they can do nothing with that, to be honest with you. People say, I have bachelor's, but those people who have like a startup is more than the bachelor's people. Because humanity, those people value humanity. Me, I value humanity. I value what you can do, what you can deliver. So if I value what you can deliver, it's better we give you an opportunities. So this is what we have to put in mind. I want other people to accept those people who don't have concrete qualification. Maybe the background is different. Give them an opportunity, show them the way. They will be, creating something by themselves. That's my advice for my daughter, guys.
Excellent. Yeah, Julde.
That's a brilliant
yeah,
advice.
absolutely a great message.
So,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So I know we will we are going to end the discussion very soon. But finally, Julde, of course, any more question maybe for Mr. Njai or Pui before we wrap it up. But and then we will. So of course, I'm just told it's already time. So we just going to final wrap now. Just in conclusion, what are your objectives in the next 1 year, 2 years, ambition? Where are you looking for ML tech solutions here, probably in the next possible years?
Yeah, for us, like we don't think of we think of long-term goal. But as for us, we don't expect 5 years. We don't expect 3 years. We don't expect 10 years. We expect a month. We work at months. We believe everything is a day. So if our goal is like every month we want to make a change, huge impact in this tech, we're working as a month's goal. When this month, the project today, we have to do this, we have to do that. This is our goal for this month. We focus on that, we complete it. But end of this year, we have completed a lot of projects, a lot of goals. We believe on months, we don't believe on 5 years. In months, you don't know what can happen. Anything can be happen there.
Yeah.
So we are working on months.
All right.
That's
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Njai. Finally, what is your message to the young people also, who are watching right now, probably inspired by you, and of course, we want to be like you, and of course, we probably want to come and join you in what you're doing. What will be your message?
Okay, my final message to my fellow youths, I get inspired by him. He inspired me to team up.
Yeah, you also inspire others.
Yeah, sure. He inspired me to join him and team up when he come up with this idea. So I would like my fellow youths to also, get inspired by others, which is good. You don't need to be great to start. You can start to be great.
Yeah.
So those are the things that you have to don't undervalue yourself. You can do it and then go for it. Whatever you want to do, go for it. Follow your dreams, and that's it.
Yeah. All right.
Back to the main man.
Yeah, of course.
What would you need? You did say that you don't work in years. You probably work in months, and you work
that's
to
the
achieve.
last one
And
anyway.
that's that's the last one. But what do you need? Like finally, what do you need to get there? And then if you have any final message to give to the young people.
Yes, actually we need competent teams. We need people who need to cooperate with us. I want all the government institution, private company to believe in the young people. I want them to believe in our own tech solution. We have a lot of things that we can improve, develop. Let them support us, come out and they support us. We have sent a lot of sponsors with a lot of organization, and still we have people to, we have NADI, those people said, okay, I will support you guys. We agree, but I want many people to support young people in order we can empower young people.
All right.
And my final message to the young people, as I said, I have 3 things for young people. I want them to be creative, I want them to be innovative and be consulting. When you talk about creative, you have to create something new that only you can able to create in that aspect. Innovate something that you always innovating in that thing that you normally creative. And if you have any problem, consult your team. I said consulting. Any problem, just consult your team. Yes, I have this problem. How can I solve it? Work as a team. This is the final message for everybody.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Pui, of course, for coming, and it was great having you on this platform. Mr. Njai, thank you very much as well for coming.